internet connection. Okay, good morning and prep. So, kahapon hindi tayo nakapag-discuss kasi brownout dito tapos wala tayong internet connection. So, pre-recorded na ito and ito yung discussion natin supposedly kahapon. So, before nyo panoorin to, yung discussion natin for today, may ipopost akong video dun sa YouTube video, yung link ipopost ko dun sa stream natin and panoorin nyo muna siya. Tatlong companies yon. First is Apple and then yung Nike, tapos yung Coke. Wherein yung discussion doon is about sa process ng supply chain management ng yung different companies. So after nyo panoorin after nyo panoorin yon, saka nyo panoorin tong discussion ko kasi yung mga video na yon is about yung different supply chain management process ng kanilang company, but common doon is yung pinaka core, which is yung discussion natin ngayon. Lahat sila same doon. So, meron silang planning, meron silang sourcing, etc. etc. So yun, panoorin nyo muna siya, and after nyo panoorin yung mga video na after nun sa kayo manood itong video ko. So kung every time na hindi ako makakapag-live or hindi tayo makakapag-meet sa Google Meet, so ganito na lang yung gagawin ko para anytime ma-review nyo rin siya, mapanood nyo anytime kung meron kayong data for exam and quiz purposes, para review na rin siya. And through these pre-recorded videos, para na rin akong discuss kasi nasasabi ko yung mga mostly hindi kasama na dun sa presentation, sa PowerPoint presentation. So, assuming na natapos nyo na yung video, napanood nyo na yung tatlong videos na pinost ko. So, ito na yung discussion afterwards. So, supply chain management is a process used by companies to ensure that their supply chain is efficient and cost-effective. So, ngayon, medyo pala maingay yung simulan. Malinaw naman yung audio ko. So, yung discussion is about yung process ng supply chain management. So, yun yung definition niya. And then, supply chain is the collection of steps that a company takes to transform raw materials into a final product. So, when we say steps, may yan, di ba? May pagkakasunod-sunod. So, hindi pwedeng mauna yung step 3 sa step 1. So, when we say collection of steps, may siya, correct chain of events or chain of activities para magawa nyo yung final output nyo. So for this, for example, yung product nyo is basta may product kayo, pa-process nyo yun, and through that process, dun di ba matagal, marami siyang ginagawa. And after nun, makakapag-create kayo ng product or service, which is yung tinatawag nating output. So yun yung sinasabing steps. So the 5 basic components of supply chain management are discussed below. So first is plan or planning. So in general naman, di ba, mas maganda kung may plano kayo kung sa buhay nyo man yan, kung sa pag-aaral, especially sa business. Majority kasi ng mga business undergoes planning. Yung first step nga is environmental scanning, di ba? So after few market survey and other activities, magpaplano na kayo. So same goes with the supply chain management. First is plan or planning. The initial stage of the supply chain process is the planning stage. We need to develop a plan or strategy in order to address how the products and services will satisfy the demands and necessities of the customers. So, huwag lang kayong gagawa ng product or mag-offer ng service unless may demand dun, di ba? And gaano ba karami yung dinidemand ng tao. So, you need to develop a plan and strategy para maibigay yon, ma-address yung demand ng mga customers nyo. So, huwag bastang mag-engage sa business or anything in general sa buhay unless may plano kayo. So, diba? Though hindi naman matutupad lahat ng plano, at least yung risk na minimize nyo siya. Diba? Hindi nyo naman kasi matatanggal yan. So, yun yung sinabi na. In this stage, planning should mainly focus on designing a strategy that yields maximum profits. So, magdi-design kayo ng strategiya, ng technique para yung malaking profit or yung pinaka malaking profit na makakaya nyo is ma-achieve nyo. Diba? Same din naman sa pag-aaral. So kung everyday wala kayong plano, for example, basta papasok ako or what. So hindi siya ganun kaganda. So wala siyang direction, di ba? Unlike kung somehow kahit may counting plano ka o plano na maganda para sa kahit sa 10 araw mo, nagkakaroon siya ng direction, and that will yield or that will create good things, or in terms of business ay profit. For managing all the resources required for designing products and providing services, a strategy has to be designed by the companies. So kung ang business nyo ay product, for example, potato chips, so yung resources nyo, whether it be yung raw mat, yung patatas, or yung salt, and yung mga laborer, lahat yon. Kung paplanuhin nyo siya, most probably, mamamanage siya ng maganda, di ba? And that will provide daw better or maximum profit. And supply chain management mainly focuses on planning and developing a set of metrics. So when we say metrics, ito yung sukatan, standard. Okay, so lahat, diba? For example, yung quality control, diba? Ano ba yung pinakamagandang quality ng product na maibibigay or service sa tao? So laging meron siyang standard. So huwag kayong lalagpas doon, huwag din kayong bababa doon kasi pag lumagpas kayo, obviously it will cause a loss in profit or mababawasan yung kita niyo. Pag bumaba naman kayo dun sa metrics or sa standard or sa benchmark, maapektuhan naman yung quality. Hindi naman maganda yung feedback ng mga customers niyo, di ba? So yun, dapat you should have or you should develop set of metrics. So sukatan other term doon or determinants. Next is develop or source. After planning, the next step involves developing or sourcing. So ito na yung stage na maghahanap kayo ng inyong supplier or source. So in this stage, you concentrate building a strong relationship with suppliers of the raw materials required for production. This involves not only identifying dependable suppliers but also determining different planning methods for shipping, delivery, and payment of the product. So, halimbawa, nandun na kayo sa business plan, implementation setting nyo. So, sabi ko nga, or before, na-discuss ko na kung ano mang product yung ino-offer nyo. Make sure na you have a sustainable or continuous supply ng inyong raw materials. So, kung wala man, for example, hindi kayo sobrang sigurado pa doon sa isa, and kahit sigurado kayo, you should have a contingency plan. Meron kayong supplier B, supplier C, or kung hanggang ilan man yan, para for you to have continuous production, hindi yung bigla na lang mababawasan yung dami na pinaproduce nyo kasi walang na-harvest na ganito, kulang yung na-harvest ni supplier A, and after nun, you should build a strong relationship and for you to have a trust na mai-embark doon sa yung source or sa yung supplier. Kasi by that way, magkakaroon kayo ng strong relationship and yung kasunod na syempre, hindi na pwede na silang magbigay ng discount, bibigyan kayo ng magandang quality ng product. So, mapaplano nyo na lahat ito. Mapaplano nyo na yung methods of shipping. Baka sabihin nila, sige, libre ko na tong shipping or yung pagbiyahe ng material kasi sukay ka naman na at mabait ka naman. Like delivery and payment of the product o pwede na sa payment of the product. Sige, kahit 1 month after saka mo bayaran. And that is the reason or one of the benefits of having strong relationship with your suppliers, di ba? Companies need to select suppliers to deliver the items and services they acquire to develop their product. So in this stage, the supply chain managers need to construct a set of pricing, delivery, and payment process with suppliers and also create metrics in controlling and improving the relationship. So after nun, nagkaroon na kayo ng strong relationship between the supplier and the business. So after nun, pag okay na yun, makaka-develop ka na daw ng set of pricing. Halimbawa, raw material A, ito yung gastos ko. Raw material B, ito na. So planado na siya, di ba? Mas madali na siyang planuhin. And then yung say metrics, yung sukatan, kung hanggang saan kayo ba pwede pang mag-grow yung inyong trust dun sa inyong source. For example, napapautang ka na niya or siya na siya, nakakapagbigay na kayo ng advance payment. And through those transactions, dun nagkakaroon ng strong relationship between you and your supplier. So, ngayon siguro hindi pa kayo masyadong makaka-relate, but when you are into your business plan implementation na, diyan nyo makikita yan kung gaano ka-importante na yung source nyo or yung inyong supplier ay mabait or maganda yung relationship nyo. So, yan. Finally, the supply chain managers can combine all these processes for handling their goods and services inventory. This handling comprises receiving and examining shipments, transferring them to the manufacturing facilities, and authorizing supplier payment. So, yun ako sa inyo. Halimbawa, maganda yung treatment nyo, for sure, or kahit pa paano, mas masisiguro nyo na yung quality na hindi kayo lulukohin ng inyong supplier. Like, for example, dumating kayo sa malaking business na nag-order na kayo, halimbawa, for example, ay repolyo, isang truck na. So, kung hindi maganda yung inyong relationship sa inyong supplier, pwede yan yung labas lang, magaganda yung repolyo, tapos sa loob nun, di ba, may mga bulok na yung luma na. Pwedeng gawin sa inyo yan kung hindi maganda yung treatment nyo rin sa kanila, yung relationship nyo sa kanila. And, yun daw, mapapaganda na lahat ng, or yung handling ng product, tapos yung shipments. So, lahat yung, basically, sinasabi lang, mapapag-smoothen, mapapaganda yung inyong business transactions sa inyong supplier. Kasi mahirap pagka yung, if your supplier is hesitant to, or hindi man hesitant, meron siyang grudges, parang ganun. Meron kayong gap. So, hindi mo mararamdaman yung smooth transaction. Laging merong something na may mag-a-arise na may sira yung ganito, may sira yung ganon. So, unlike strong and maganda yung relationship nyo, matagal nyo nang na-build. So, parang magkaibigan na lang kayo na hindi na kayo mag-check lagi kung may sira or what. Kasi okay na yung inyong relationship between supplier and company. Okay, next, the third step in the supply chain management process is the manufacturing or making the products that were demanded by the customer. In this stage, the products are designed, produced, tested, packaged, and synchronized for delivery. So ito na yung discussion ng sa product, yung input, process, output. So you make, ito yung process, ginagawa nyo na ngayon yung product nyo. Here, the task of the supply chain manager is to schedule all activities required for manufacturing, testing, packaging, and preparation for delivery. This stage is considered as the most metric-intensive unit. So when you say metric-intensive, ito yung maraming quality control or talagang kinokontrol yung yung tamang term doon. Minomonitor lahat. Halimbawa, hindi ba nag-over production, hindi ba dumadami yung produce, hindi ba kumukonti. Kasi during the process or the making of a product or processing a product, manufacturing a product, di ba meron dong quality control na tinatawag. So ito yon. Halimbawa, dapat ang gagawin mo lang na sandwich para sa isang araw ay 20 lang. Eh, for some reason, di ba, hindi na siya nami-meet. It's either kaunti or madami. So kung doon na napupunta yun, hindi ka na sumusunod dun sa plano nyo, medyo doon mag-i-start yung it's either malugi or pumangat na yung quality ng product. And ito yung sinasabi doon, this stage is considered as the most where firms can gauge the quality level. So, syempre, pag nandun kayo sa planned na quantity or dami ng pinaproduce nyo, lagi nyong monitor yung quality, di ba? So, kung lumagpas kayo doon or kumonti, nagsasuffer yun eh. So, production output and worker productivity. So, yun. Kasi, kung makikita nyo dun kahit sa mga movies, kung hindi kayo nakakita pa ng setting na yung sa manufacturing, halimbawa, paggawaan ng screen ng cellphone, may ano yun, may supervisor na nag-iikot doon para ma-monitor lahat ng to. Kung sila ba yung quality level ba ng product ay na-maintain, kung yung production output, so when we say production output, yung dami ng nagagawa ng isang tao, halimbawa 800 ang bayad niya sa isang, or 500 yung nagagawa niya or sweldo niya sa isang araw, yung na-manufacture niya ba or natatrabaho niya dun sa isang araw na yon, lagpas pa dun sa 500 na binabayad sa kanya. And same goes with worker productivity. Next is deliver, the fourth stage, the delivery stage. Here, the products are delivered to the customer at the destined location by the supplier. This stage is basically the logistics phase where customer orders are accepted and delivery of the goods is planned. The delivery stage is often referred to as logistics, where firms collaborate for the receipt of orders from customers, establish a network of warehouses, pick carriers to deliver products to customers, and set up an invoicing system to receive payments. So, ito na yung dadalhin niya na yung product niyo dun sa end consumer. And marami pa rin naman siyang consideration. Siyempre, dapat dyan is yung the right time, siyempre, right place, and then kung may time na sobrang dami, for example, ang company nyo ay dito sa Mindoro, halimbawa bigas, and then i-deliver nyo yung mga bigas sa Manila. Di ba pagdating naman niya sa Batangas, hindi naman niya kaagad i-deliver per consumer, kaya nagkakaroon ng warehousing. So every area, yan, meron niyang designated na warehouse. Halimbawa sa Batangas, may warehouse dyan. And after nun, yung kukuha doon, yung mga distributor na or yung mga retailer, sila yung kukuha doon. And halimbawa Manila, meron din dyan, sa Quezon City, etc. So ganun. Para mas maganda yung flow ng product. So yun. Kaya may warehousing. And kung maliit lang naman ang business mo, halimbawa, food business, kung meron kang free delivery, di ba? So, it's either mag-hire ka or within yung sa family nyo, yun yung di-deliver. So, yun. Basically, sinasabi lang is delivery stage. So, after nyo mag-plan, nagkaroon na kayo ng supplier, and then ginawa nyo na yung product nyo. So, yung kasunod nun, ito na, yung di-deliver na tayo ng product. And hindi dyan natatapos yung process ng supply chain. So, the last part is yung return. The last and final stage of supply chain management is referred as the return. In this stage, defective or damaged goods are returned to the supplier by the customer. Here, the companies need to deal with customer queries and respond to their companies, etc. This stage often tends to be a problematic section of the supply chain for many companies. The planners of supply chain need to discover a responsive and flexible network for accepting damaged, defective, and extra products back from their customer and facilitating the return process for customers who have issues with delivered products. So, if I can remember my business law correctly, bawal yung yung no return no exchange policy is not or is prohibited. So, dapat may say yung customer. It's either pwedeng paltan or kung sobrang sira na talaga yung product, pwede siyang ma-refund depending on the policy of that company. So, ito kasi yung last step. Like ako, yung business ko, may extra source of income yung mga t-shirt ng mga ukay. Kasi meron doon ng mga medyo mahal. So, saka lang ako mapapanatag pag yung product dumating na sa kanila and then wala na silang comment. Sasabi na lang sila, thank you sir, maganda yung product. Doon pa lang matatapos yung inyong transaction. Same goes with other businesses. Ganoon din naman siya. So, ito yung last stage na tinatawag na return. Na pag may binalik, kailangan mo muna siyang i-address. Ibig sabihin hindi na satisfy yung customer. After nun, so develop, ganun pa rin naman yung flow. So kung i-return, plano ulit, develop ulit, gagawa na naman ng product, deliver. So kung itong return tatanggalin nyo, so hindi siya realistic, di ba? Kasi hindi naman lahat ng product nyo is of quality. Meron talagang minsan na merong magagawa na hindi pasado sa quality control or nakalusot sa quality control. So yun, kung meron kayong questions, lagay nyo na lang sa stream natin. And then, kung every time na hindi ako makakapag-online due to some reasons, basta magpo-post na lang ako dito, pre-record ako ng video para makapag-discuss pa rin ako. And pwede nyo siyang pakinggan ulit or panoorin ulit kung gusto nyo mag-review every time na mag-quiz tayo or mag-exam, nandito lang yung mga video. Okay? Yung attendance din mamaya ipopost ko na lang. Okay, so thank you for listening and God bless and stay safe.